The Arizona desert was once a quiet, peaceful place. Lots of sunshine, blue skies, and plenty of room to roam. And then, out of nowhere, came the body snatchers. In no time, the locals were running for their lives, their normal existence shattered. What force of nature brought a plague of bullfrogs to the Southwest? Well, how about the Arizona government? It imported the frogs decades ago to be wild game for sportsmen and food for hungry cowboys. But the scheme soon backfired. Rounding up 1 pound, 8-inch amphibians never really caught on. And eating them wasn't even on the menu. As for the bullfrogs, they settled in and made themselves right at home in cattle troughs, irrigation ditches, and fish ponds. For them, Arizona is a little slice of heaven, permanent water, few predators, and plenty to eat, and eat, and eat. It was decades before biologists like Cecil Swalby woke up to the rising green menace.
We call him the great white shark of the inland waterway. Every class of vertebrate that occurs here in Cochise County we found in bullfrog stomachs. They include mammals, bats, rodents, snakes, turtles, frogs, fishes. Bullfrog has turned out to be just an eating machine.
With a mouth as big as the great outdoors, these natural-born predators are willing to swallow just about anything, even the desert's venomous tarantulas.
We've seen a bullfrog swim 20 foot to shore and hop an additional 15 or 20 feet to the tarantula, grab it, turn around and hop back into the pond. And it was just an amazing thing to watch.
Their appetite is so big, they even snack on their own offspring.
All of a sudden we see a medium-sized frog jump, grab a smaller frog, and we thought that's pretty neat. Wish we'd had a camera for that. Well, while we were discussing that, all of a sudden a larger frog jumps out and eats the medium-sized frog that had the smaller frog inside it. And this was just one vignette, it just blew us away. We've seen frogs within a frog within a frog.
These big-time bullies may be devouring whole species. In Arizona, the frogs don't have enough natural enemies to keep them in line. Unlike in Louisiana, which is bullfrog country. But here gators, snakes, and big birds have their eye on the tasty bullfrog meat. And so does the biggest predator of them all.
Frog, eat them. Real good food. Real good.
At this annual festival in the City of Rain, bullfrogs don't seem so fearsome.
Her frog is the frog formerly known as Prince.
But in Arizona, conservationists worry the bullfrog has muscled in on the native leopard frog. They're small, they're soft, they can be pushed around, and in just a few decades, they've been all but eliminated. Cecil is determined to build a frog-proof fence. His plan: keep a viable population of leopard frogs inside and keep the bullfrogs out. The bullfrogs have other plans.
The bullfrogs can actually climb this just like a human climbs a cyclone fence.
By modifying the fence, Cecil manages to protect a few small pockets of leopard frogs from the onslaught. But he can't fence every pond in Arizona, and other species are also at risk: the Mexican garter snake and the Sonoran mud turtle. Shooting them is one option, but it's not likely to wipe out the menace completely. For this conservationist and others like him, controlling an alien species is a seemingly endless task. These imports have made Arizona their new home on